Hey guys, this is Rom the Rideshare Culture. How's it going? How are you? Thank you for the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you for those who have been commenting. I am responding to a few that I see when I do have the time while I'm on the road. Because when I get home and I actually literally take a shower and I go to sleep. I eat, take a shower, go to sleep. Then I get back up in the morning and I do it again. I work again. So this video is about Prop 22. Now, I'm in the state of Florida. I'm not in California, so my research has not been adequate as those who live there. The best place to go to check out about Proposition 22 is the Rideshare Guy. The Rideshare Guy has great information on his website, so the rideshareguy.com. I'll leave his website in the description and also his YouTube channel, which has a lot of YouTube creators under that Rideshare Guy name. So they talk about Proposition 22 very well, and you get it there. But I'm just a guy in another state that's looking at what's happening in California and how it would have or it will affect other states or it may affect other states in the near future. So Proposition 22 is supposed to counter against the AB5 bill that was passed earlier this year, where the AB5 bill in California, which is coming down the line as what's called the PRO bill, the PRO Act. Um, that's on the federal level, but on the state level, the AB5 bill, which is supposed to have Uber drivers, just gig workers in general, to be employees of companies of gig companies like Uber and Lyft, for example. Right now, we're considered independent contractors. We're not considered employees. One, because we don't wake up in the morning to clock in, and we don't have a set schedule. And then number two, the stuff that we do, like we use our own car. I buy my own stuff and I write that off of my taxes, which a lot of people in the employee world they can't really do what we can when it comes to taxes that way. But besides this, that was AB5 is to make gig workers employees. Now, the what happened was in I think earlier October, I think it was on a Thursday, or was it October? I think it was. Oh man, I'm missing the dates. It might have been August or October, and I'm really bad now because I'm thinking it's August, where they had to. It was a Thursday where Lyft sent out an email to all its drivers in California they were going to shut down along with Uber, but they had an appeals court appeal the AB5 law quickly so that the company could still be running and picking up passengers and all that. Then they came up with Proposition 22, which is to block the AB5 law to make gig workers employees. It passed in California, so now California is still independent contractors. If AB5 won and Proposition 22 lost, Uber would have to had the drivers become employees, or Uber would have left, meaning everyone Lyft. When I say Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, everybody would have left California, and that would it's not going to be good for drivers and passengers and just the economy in general, because Uber actually is now part of the economy. If you haven't noticed, here's my look on things there. Here's what I've noticed. One of the reasons why I think this proposition passed, the citizens of California spoke, and they know that they can rely on Uber to take them from A to B with no hassle. And now, if it was stripped away from them, and Uber went somewhere, Lyft went somewhere else, all of these Uber Eats, all that kind of stuff went somewhere else. Instacart, if it went somewhere else, people would have lost jobs, and on top of that, the satisfactory of getting this thing done quickly would be upsetting to a person because it's no longer there. The other thing that I've seen, the other thing too is I think Uber purposely gave the drivers their own multiplier up to 5 times. So then when the bill is very high, they start to notice, wait a minute, Uber and Lyft are in this thing with the government. The bill is so high. I'm gonna still pay it, but it's too high. So maybe that wasn't a maybe the lawyer said, hey, raise the rates, get the drivers more money so they could be happy. Raise the rates on the passengers so they could be unhappy, so they know what it looks like if Proposition 22 did not pass. And I think that's maybe the reason why. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Because again, we all know that Uber is slick. They're slick in their practices, and I'm not saying that it's immorally wrong, yes, but when it comes to a business sense, that's just how it is. That's why you have things that say 9.99 and or 29.99, and then the small print says with approved credit you could buy it. You know what I mean? So that's that's business. But I think that's what happened with Proposition 22 with the reason why Uber and Lyft raised the rates over there for the drivers. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying. So my worry is knowing Uber. You guys can't even see me. Knowing Uber, let me see something. Knowing Uber, they might cut back on that or amend it in some way to say we've seen great increases in rides, da 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 da. But we've heard from our passengers that this needs to happen. So they're gonna trick people into maybe they're gonna lower the multiplier or they might lower the fares or whatever the case may be. Now they might start to think about what to do now to of course keep the driver, but to minimize the cost now because it's costing a lot of money for Uber and over there because they're charging a lot of money upon that. And how much are they getting in the kickback? How much are they getting in the kickback? That's in their idea. I think Uber's making a lot of money. They've been making money since the pandemic, and they have not shut down. So go figure. But I mean, it's great that you guys still could be independent contractors. Florida needs to change. Um, we need to have those rates over there. I listened to one of the other YouTuber creators. I don't agree with him on everything, but his name is the Rideshare Professor. I don't agree with him with everything, but he did show evidence and he did say and show how to maximize the multipliers over there. And drivers who drive Excel like me were making up to 2,000 a week because of the weekend multiplier special. So they will be able to move that multiplier however they want. And when people need to go home, they will go home. They're tired. They'll spend the money and they'll get at they'll take they'll request on demand, meaning when it's demanding time they will request because they want to go home. So i um I for one kind of I agree with the Ratchet Professor when it comes to being in an area that when you look on the Rider app you can see if there's no cars around, you sit around that area and you know that somebody's going to request because you're already there and you're going to set your ratings maybe 2 times to 3 times, but not five times the rate. And he's shown screenshots of drivers in California having requests, even Uber X and Uber Comfort, having trips that are usually $10 being $30, $40 rather than a $10 trip. So I just hope and I pray that you guys in California keep that and Uber does not manipulate it or make some type of excuse. Just like now here in South Florida, and I know a lot of places have it, we have priority mode on Lyft, and they're lowering the fare on priority mode to entice you to turn it on to get more rides. And it's like, but why? Why lower the fare to do priority mode? That makes no sense to me. That's just telling me that you're gonna take more from the passenger because the price for the passenger doesn't drop, but the fare for us, what we get, drops. So it's another slick way how these companies work. But and then I'm saying, but because we're in it, we're the ones driving for it. They will only stop if we stop, but we're not stopping. And I understand the business model. It is a money maker for me because I know how to work it, but not many people do. Anyways, congratulations to those who was really rooting for the for the Proposition 22. The ones that wanted things to be like employees and all that. If that was the case, you guys got to work. at a 9 to 5 job. That's why a lot of people got off the 9 to 5 job to work for Uber, not to go back to it. That's not what they wanted. And once you start having employment stuff happening, you start to have things that you're restricted. Like right now, as you can see, I'm in a sleeveless shirt, and that's just because it was very nice out today, and I was doing stuff. I did only one, 2 or 3 Uber trips, and I was like, I'm gonna relax the rest of the day. But anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I know it's dark, but guess what? This is the real production that I have. It's my car, my microphone that's up here with the car, and that's it. Anyways, you guys have a good one. I will catch you guys later. Peace, be blessed.